I've tried out quite a few embellished dresses from Polly, but I thought it would be really helpful if I gave you guys a rundown of the best embellished dresses on Polly. I haven't tried out every single style. I've definitely tried out enough that I think that I'm in a position to give quite an informed opinion. I have my top 7 and we'll start with number 7, which is the Verbier. Now, this dress I picked up in a cream off-white colour and I actually really enjoyed the dress. It's a midi dress with a split. Before I tried this dress and some of the other dresses that they have that have splits up the thigh, I was concerned about how exposed I'd feel in this dress, but actually it was very comfortable. And the fit of it was actually okay. I picked up a size 12 in this dress, but it did feel actually quite generous. My suggestion for this dress would be to at least try a size down. It is strapless, so it's open at the top, which actually I think is really nice. I think strapless dresses, strapless tops can look quite feminine without, you know, being super revealing. So I like the openness of the top. There is a bit of structure at the boob. When I tried it on, I didn't have on a bra, but you could always put a strapless bra on with it. It does have a bit of a structured cup. It's not super structured, so you won't get tons of lift. If your boobs are quite perky, then you probably won't need a bra, but if you're anything like me and that's not the case, then you might want to put on a bra with it. The reason why this is my least favorite is because I just felt as though it was a bit boring. I don't know if boring is the right word, because I think for the right setting it would be perfect, maybe for a dinner with friends. But if you're looking for more of a special occasion dress, maybe it's your birthday or your anniversary, then I think that some of the other styles are a bit more special. This dress I also didn't love in the color that I picked it up in. I think it would be better in black. So if you are considering this one, then I would suggest going for a darker color, trying your size and maybe the size down, and make sure that your undergarments are fairly structured. Also, side note, all of these dresses have some stretch. Whether these dresses had stretch or not was one of my top questions that I had for these kind of embellished dresses, because all of the embellishment is beautiful, but my initial thought was that none of this stuff's going to be stretchy, but most of it is, and so is that dress, hence the going down a size tip. So number 6 is the Soho, and my expectations for this dress was not very high. I know it is maybe a bit lower down on my list, but it is a dress that I actually like. Some of the things I struggled with this dress was getting it on in the right way. So when I received it and I was trying it on, it was a bit complex. It was a bit complex because it does have this strap around the neck and I wasn't really sure which way it went. So I spent a good amount of time trying to figure out what strap went where and where my body should be in relation to the straps. So my suggestion would be that if you pick up this dress, make sure you give yourself a bit of extra time to get ready, or have somebody with you to help you pull up a picture and then put it on that way. What I liked about this dress was that the sleeves are not attached to the dress, which I wasn't 100% sure whether they were or not from the pictures. I think if you have like a super look at the pictures, then it is clear that they're not. But for some reason, I thought when I ordered it that there might be some kind of tag or, you know, like a stitch or something that was keeping the gloves attached to the dress, but that isn't the case. The gloves are not attached. My next concern or query was about how well the sleeves would fit. I don't think the comfort of these sleeves needs to be a concern for you. Actually, the sleeves were my favorite part of the dress. I definitely think it's a dress for those of you who are maybe not as tall as me and those of you who have lots of patience. So number 5 for me is the Saint Germain. I have seen this dress everywhere, and it is a dress that is actually duped quite a lot. I've seen it duped quite a lot. So I think this is a popular dress amongst the girls. And I'm going to be honest, this isn't a style that I loved on just seeing it. I don't know why. It's not necessarily my vibe. I think the difference between the sleeves and the material on the dress kind of throws me off a bit, but I thought that I would try it anyway. And of all the dresses, this dress exceeded my expectations the most. Maybe because I've seen it so much and because I've seen it duped so much. I kind of, maybe I was just sick of seeing it. I don't know. But I ordered it anyway. I ordered it in black. And I did want to try out the plus cup just to see what the difference in the fit from the standard cup to the plus cup would be. I would definitely recommend the bigger bust cup for those of you who are bigger than a size D. I was once upon a time bigger than a size D, especially when I was breastfeeding and whilst I was pregnant and stuff. But as I've been losing weight, my boobs have been going down, which is kind of normal for me. A lot of women, after they have kids, that they keep their boobs, but I definitely don't. Mine always shrink. So definitely a good option for those of you who are a bit bustier. I was concerned that this dress would be too short. It is not too short. If you are tall, I would say probably even up to 6'1". I know there's not many of us out there, but if you are that tall, I think you could still try this dress out. You are able to adjust the length a bit to get it to a comfortable place, and I didn't find that it was raising or anything. I really enjoyed these sleeves on this dress. I think it just looked really nice. This is another dress that I think looks really nice in dark colours. In the black, it was very nice. I also think it's a good birthday dress option. I think as an occasion wear dress, a birthday dress, a celebratory dress, I think that this is a good option. I don't think you need to worry too much about sizing. Also, if you want to be comfortable, then this is one of the most comfortable dresses of the list that I have. So the next dress on my list is a Chelsea, and this dress would have actually been higher up for me if height wasn't an issue. So I think if you are standard average height, maybe anywhere from 5'9" and below, then this dress you could probably put a bit higher up. But for me, there is a body that runs on the inside. So there's the dress that's a bit sheer, and then on the inside you can see it almost looks like a swimsuit on the inside. That is attached to the dress. It's stretchy, but because it's attached to the dress, it doesn't move much. So when I put the dress on, I did feel a bit of pulling at the crotch. But I think that is partly because I'm tall. Although I am short torsoed, I do have quite broad shoulders. So I think, you know, getting it over my shoulders and then over the length of my body, it was pulling a bit at my crotch. Outside of that, I love this dress. I love the deep V in the middle. Chef's kiss, lovely. You will need double-sided tape though, because it does move quite a lot. So if you want to avoid flashing anyone, then I would recommend getting some kind of double-sided tape to put on the insides. And also I would recommend a bit of boob tape, or at least nipple covers. I do know that, you know, this sheer dress thing is not everybody's cup of tea, but if it is yours, then I think that this is a very nice option. At the back, there's actually quite a lot of coverage. I didn't feel exposed. I know it also has a split at the side that is quite high, and that was another concern of mine. I think that this slit was a bit affected by the pulling on mine, but overall, I felt quite covered, which I was surprised by. It is definitely one of the more daring dresses of the group, but if that is what you're looking for, then I definitely think that you will not be disappointed by this dress. So number 3 on my list is the Basil, and this dress is really simple, but I think it does very simple very well. I picked this up in black, and it's probably not the most designed dress of the bunch, but I think if you are looking for a plain cocktail, more understated, maybe a bit more grown up dress, then this is definitely an option. I just enjoy it. I think it's really simple, but all of the embellishment makes it a bit more special. I'd probably wear this dress maybe on a date night. I just think it's very cute. It's classic done very well, and you can never really go wrong with that. This dress is definitely my speed. I like classic styles, but maybe with a little bit of an edge, and I think that this dress definitely does that. Second on my list is the CHAMPEL dress. I'm sure you guys have seen this dress over the internet. I think at one point it was viral. It is definitely an occasion wear dress. It's definitely a birthday dress if that is what you're looking for. I think of all of the styles, this is a dress that I would pick if I was looking for a dress that would draw attention to me. So probably like a birthday dress. It is sheer at the back like the Chelsea, but I didn't feel uncomfortable in it. I'm definitely not the most modest person, but I also do like to feel covered. I don't like to be super exposed, but with that, I didn't feel uncomfortable in this dress at all. It's actually a good length. which was a nice surprise. The split was not a concern for me at all. Actually, trying on this dress gave me the confidence to try on some of the other dresses with the split, because I was actually quite surprised about how covered I felt. At the split, it's kind of layered like this, and I think that helps to just expose your leg as you walk. But if you're stood still, it kind of closes a bit, which I think is a very nice touch. I tried this dress on not long after I was pregnant. Although my body was changing quite a lot, I still felt very comfortable in it. The sleeve length is very good. It is also quite stretchy. There's quite a lot of give in it. I think if anything, you might just want to consider the colour that you pick up. So almost number one for me, but my number one is a nice dress, or the nice dress, which is the dress that I have on, and I am in love with this dress. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did, and I actually ordered it thinking that the sleeves would just not fit at all, because I think this was one of the first styles I tried with sleeves. I have really long arms. Everything is always too short in the sleeve for me. So my expectations were not very high, and I wasn't sure if I would love it or not, but I absolutely am in love with it. I do have plans to order it in a few other colors as soon as, you know, I'm outside and I have a few places to go. This is definitely going to be a dress that I'm going to repurchase. I like it because it is a nice mix of, you know, a bit of playfulness, but in a classic style. I hope you guys are with me and, you know, catching what I'm giving. In that, I know that this style is not necessarily super classic, but it is not as playful, I think, as maybe like the Saint Germain. I really enjoy all of this detail around the front. I guess it could be a bit revealing because it only has this beaded bit in the middle covering the boobs. But I've gotten so many compliments in this dress. My husband loves this dress. Although it's short, it is stretchy, so I am able to pull it down and feel super comfortable. All of the embellishments on it are actually quite comfortable. I haven't lost any beads or anything like that. I'd say the only thing, which you guys might be able to tell here, is that if you have longer hair, then it can snag. Or if you've got braids, it can snag on the dress. If you are looking for a birthday dress, I think that this is a very nice option. It is also an option that can take you from dinner to a bar or nightlife if that's what you're going to do. But overall, this dress definitely out of 10 is probably like a 9.7 for me. I know that quite a few of you have been checking out my old Polly embellished dress video, so I'm hoping that this rundown will help you make a decision if you are considering any of these styles. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.